All right. How's everyone doing? We will, in this session, we will discuss how to find the LCD or the least common denominator of unlike fractions. So I've noticed in some of the students that I tutor that they actually have hard time finding or looking for the LCD of unlike fractions. So, because when you add or subtract fractions, you cannot add or subtract them if their denominators are not the same or they are unlike fractions. So the only way you can subtract or add them is when you can convert both fractions into equivalent fractions, or if you find their least common denominator and make them equivalent fractions or fractions with the same denominators. And once they are of the same denominators, that's the time when you can subtract or add the fractions. So let me give you a strategy or a technique on how to find the LCD. This is something that I actually taught my students on how to do it. This is just one of the ways. There are so many ways that you can find the LCD, but I think this way it's easier. So this is one of the ways that I actually tell my students to do if they will have a hard time finding for the LCD. And this is what I call the LCD chart, all right? Or what we call the least common denominator chart, the LCD chart. So this LCD chart, what does it mean? So if the numbers are large, or if you want the smallest denominator or the least common denominator, you need to do this. So in the LCD chart, you need to list the multiples of the larger denominator until you find that the smaller denominator divides into them evenly. So you need to find the largest denominator of the fraction, and then from that largest denominator, you need to list all the multiples of that larger denominator. And from the list of multiples, you need to try those list of multiples into the smaller denominator. And if it fits, then you got the right LCD. Okay, let's have an example to illustrate the LCD chart or this technique. For example, we have these two fractions. We have 512 and 38. So we have 512 and 38. We cannot add them for now, because they have different denominators. So we will first find their LCD, and once we find the LCD, we will convert both into equivalent fractions, and then we will add them. Okay, let us start with, remember the rule, the LCD chart. We will find first the denominator. There are two denominators here. We have 12 and 8. So which one is larger? Of course, 12. So 12 is the larger denominator. So we have here the larger denominator is 12. Next thing we need to do is we will list all the multiples of 12. So we have 12, 24, 36, 48. So we simply add 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. So these are multiples of 12. So starting with, of course, the least one, which is 12. And then we added 12, that is 24. And then we added 12 and then 36. So what we will do once we have listed these multiples of 12, we will now go to the lesser denominator. The lesser denominator is 8. And then we ask ourselves, does 8 go into 12? So we will try the first one first. So does 8 go into 12? No, we cannot divide 12 divided by 8, right? So we cannot. So what we do is we go to the next one. Does 8 go into the 24? Of course, yes, it does. Because 8 times 3 is 24, right? That means 24 is actually a multiples of 8. So 24 is actually okay for 12, and it is also okay for 8. Therefore, the LCD of 12 and 8 is 24. Now that we know the LCD, we can then we will convert 512 and 38 into their equivalent fractions that has a denominator of 24. Starting with 512. All right, for 512, for it to have a denominator of 24, we will multiply it by 2. We will multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2. So 5 times 2, it would be 10, and 12 times 2, it would be 24. Therefore, it would become 10 over 24. So 512 becomes 10 over 24. And what about 3/8? 3/8, we will convert it to a fraction with a denominator of 24. So 3/8, we will multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3. So the numerator becomes 9 because that's 3 times 3. The denominator becomes 24, of course, because 8 times 3 is 24. So it becomes 3/8 now becomes 9 over 24. Now, what happens is we have 10 over 24 and 9 over 24. Can we add these fractions? The answer is yes, because both fractions now are like fractions. They have the same denominators. Now we can add both. And when we add 10/24 plus 9 over 24, the answer is 19 over 24. All right, so that's the answer, right? It's kind of easy, all right? And we cannot reduce it into a much simpler form. So the final answer for the problem is 19 over 24. Let us go to the next problem. What about if the fractions are 512 and 718? So 512 plus 7 over 8, 18. Again, we cannot add them because they are not the same fractions. So we need to find the LCD of 12 and 18. So these are our denominators now, 12 and 18. So what we will do is we start with 18 and we will list all multiples of 18. So the multiples of the larger denominator 18 are 18, and then we add 18, 36, 54, and so on. So you can list so many multiples of 18. So next we will go to the smaller number, denominator 12, and then we will ask ourselves, does 12 go into 18? The answer is no. Next we will go to 36. Does 12 go into 36? The answer, what do you think is the answer? Does 12 go into 36? Does 12 go into 36? The answer is yes, of course it does. Why? Because 12 times 3 is actually 36. Therefore, 12 is actually a multiple of, or 36 is a multiple of 12. Therefore, the LCD for 512 and 718 is 36. See, it's so easy to find the LCD. Now that we know that it is 36, we can then convert each fraction into a fraction that has a denominator of 36. Right? So the next one, the first one is, we will multiply it by 3. So multiplying it by 3 would become, all right, so what's the first fraction? The first fraction is 5 over 12. 5 over 12 multiplied by 3, it's 15 over 36. All right, the second fraction is 7 over 18. 7 over 18. All right, we will multiply it by 2. 7 over 18 multiplied by 2 is 14 over 36. So we now have two fractions, 15 36 and 14 over 36. We can now add both fractions because they are actually the same fraction, or like fractions, right? So 15 plus 14 is 29. and then 36. So the answer is 29 over 36, right? And you can convert it into a mixed numbers if you want it to be the final answer. Now let's go to the next example, right? What about if we are given with 3 fractions like this? So we have 2/3 plus 1/4 minus 5/6. How can we find the LCD of 3 fractions? It's just the same. So we just list all denominators. The denominators are 3, 4, and 6. Next is we will list all multiples of the largest denominator, which is 6. What are the multiples of 6? It would be 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on, right? And then we will ask ourselves, we now go to the smaller denominators 3 and 4, and then we ask ourselves, does 3 goes into 6? Let's start with 6, all right? So does 3 go into 6? The answer is yes, right? What about 4? Does 4 go into 6? The answer is no. Therefore, 6 is not the LCD of 3, 4, and 6. Let's go to 12. Let's go to 12. Okay. Does 3 go into 12? The answer is yes. Does 4 go into 12? The answer is yes as well. Therefore, the LCD is 12. So the LCD of 3, 4, and 6 is 12. Now that we know that it is 12, we will now convert its fraction into an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 12. So for the first one, we multiply it by 4, and we will get 8 over 12. So the second fraction, we need to multiply it by, so it is 1/4. We need to multiply it by 3, and it would be 3 over 12. The last fraction, which is 5, 6, you multiply it by 2, and the answer is 10 over 12. And look at that, that's 8, 12, 3, 12, 18, 12. So these are now like fractions. Since they are all like fractions, we just immediately solve them, add or subtract them. And you need to subtract from left to right. So you start from the left, you add it like this, you add it, you have 11, 12. And then from 11, 12, you the last fraction, subtract the last fraction, and the final answer is 1 over 12. Remember, it's left to right. So 8, 12 plus 3, 12, that's 11, 12. So 11, 12, you subtract the last fraction, which is 10, 12. The answer, the final answer is 1 over 12. It's easy, right? So it's easy to have the LCD chart. So if you having a difficulty of finding the LCD, apply the LCD chart. So how did we do it? Find the largest denominator and then come up with a list of multiples of that largest denominator. And from those list of multiples, try them for those smaller denominators. All right? All right, so thank you so much for watching the video, and I will be making more videos like this in the coming days. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you again in the next video. All right. Thank you so much.